This is the continuation of my teaching. All right, so here we're at another checkpoint. At this point, been sacrificed by my mom. My grandmother was taking care of me. She moved back to Georgia. Now I got to go deal with this woman that I knew it was my mother, but that's just what she was to me. She wasn't anymore. She wasn't my mom. You understand? So I'm already subject and set up to fail. How did I survive it? Now that I look back over it, I realize that God had his hand on me the whole time. You understand? These were just my learning pains. This was the things that I had to endure so I could understand the darkness. Later on, my sister told me, said that Mom went to this man and told this man that he was your father and da-da-da-da-da. So now when I look back over that, she said, oh, I'm just playing. So now I'm realizing that maybe my parents aren't my parents. I'm keeping it to myself, though. I'm starting to wonder, what if I was stolen at birth? What if my father is not my father? Maybe my mother's not my mother. That's why they really don't care that much about me. That's why I'm going through what I'm going through. My mother don't care nothing about me like a mother should care for a child. I was set up to fail. But God always gave me a way. God always was somewhere in the stillness. That's why I went to the Navy. So what I'm getting at here is that I'm dealt a hand of cards. I'm dealt a hand of cards here. And it don't look good. They're losers. Every hand I get is a loser. But all while I'm getting losing hands, God is pushing me to find a solution. That's why I went down in landscape yards when I was super young. And after I got to a point where I had to deal with this and knowing I've been sacrificed and all this happening to me, I looked for a way out, which was the Navy. And when I got in the Navy, I was excelling. God was lifting me up. I qualified for every job in the Navy, and I took one of the higher ranking jobs. I'm not making excuses at this point. I'm not just dealing with the hand that I'm dealt. I'm throwing this hand in and saying, hey, you know what? I got to make my own way, because I realize what it is. I'm not saying, well, I'm going to do this and do that because this is what was done to me. No. I was finding a way out.